It is Sunday, January 17th with Season 3, Episode 10. We've been here a lot this week. We've had some breaking news shows. We also had our very first Wednesday show. It's been a really crazy week in baseball, and it seems like things are finally starting to pick themselves up. But as always, we are here on Sunday morning. If you're listening to us on Blaze, thank you for coming on out. The first Blaze show of the year for us here in 2021. We're planning on being here all year long here on Tuesday at 3 o'clock. So make sure you are here listening. You don't want to miss any of the shows. And if you want to see our faces when we do the shows, we do have a YouTube channel where we live stream every single show. It's called the Running the Bases podcast on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it. It's the only one.
Podcast. How many times do we have to tell you we're not a darn podcast?
We're not a radio show, really. Yeah, we're a YouTube podcast.
Are we live on YouTube? That's a show.
But then it's recorded.
Michael thinks it's a podcast, right? That's pretty.
No, stop it. Just no. We're having our very first show here where we're talking about something that's really not something we had to put together as a group. And today, that is how Major League Baseball's biggest contracts have played out. Now, really about 10 to 15 years ago, we started seeing the introduction of bigger contracts, people signing for 10, maybe even more years, something that really wasn't heard of not very long ago. You know, you look earlier, maybe in the 90s, you very rarely saw people sign for more than 7 years. That really was just the standard. But now that we've had some of these big contracts that started signing from the 2005 year and on, it's really good that they've kind of ended at this point, because if they started then, they're over by now. So let's take a look at them. Let's see how they played out. We're going to be grading them on an A to F scale, just like we have in school, and might as well. I mean, they're over. We'll see if they were worth the money. Were they worth the years that they got? How did they live up? Were they even on that team for the entirety of that contract? Things that'll go to be seen. I mean, we see these big deals happen like Manny Machado and Harper. We always think, man, what are we going to be thinking about at the end of that contract? Now we're going to have the chance to do that with a lot of these players. So let's just kick right off into it. And the first two contracts we're looking at here with the same player, and it's actually their first two contracts of their career. The first one, Alex Rodriguez, the first player is Alex Rodriguez. And the first contract we look at is when he signed with the Rangers back in 2001. It was a 10-year, $252 million contract. He ended up opting out of the contract at the end of the 2007 season, so he signed another contract after that. But still, at the beginning of this, a 10-year contract from 2001. Let's take a look at this contract and how it played out with the Rangers that he had. I mean, he got traded also in this contract to the Yankees midway through, which also is, I mean, first of all, not a good look for the Rangers. They signed him in 2001. He only played there for 3 years, and then they traded him. Already going to hurt the grading for his contract. So he ended up playing those 3 years with the Rangers and then played a couple more with the Yankees. But obviously in this time, I mean, he was unbelievable through 2006. 2007. This was such a great contract for him. He set multiple highs in home runs for the Major League Baseball, multiple run highest. I mean, he was just tearing it up in baseball. So let's hear what you guys have to think of this contract, just the first one that A-Rod signed with the Rangers and what he did in that time. We'll go in order of how you guys got here of Nick, Ryan, and Marco.
I mean, in terms of A-Rod getting this contract, I give him like an A+, but like in terms of the Rangers, like the fact that he was only there for a little bit, and the fact that A-Rod was doing so good, and then they gave up on him so fast and gave him so much money. I'm gonna give this like a C, because for the first contract, because he wasn't even really there.
Yeah.
And I mean, A-Rod kind of finessed the bag, but the Rangers kind of messed up.
It's true. That's true.
Looking at the contract for the player, there's no doubt in my mind that this is an A+. 3-time MVP, 6 Silver Sluggers, 8-time All-Star, I should say. 2-time Gold Glover over that span, hit over 300, hit 329 home runs in that span. He was insane. So player-wise, I give him an A+. I don't think anyone will disagree with me on that. But for the team, as in the Rangers, I give them a D, because they were stupid enough to trade him. And for the Yankees, they get an A+ for willing to take on that contract.
Yeah, I have to agree with what Nick and Ryan said. We're looking at this from a standpoint, just the Rangers, the fact that they gave up on him so easily, and like the guy hit in those 3 years with the Rangers, he hit 52 home runs in 2001, 57 in 02, and 47 in 03 before he got traded away. Like, come on, that's nearly, well, besides 03, that's 50 home runs each season. And even look at that. And in 2002, 142 RBIs. That's its second, at that time, his highest career. And later on, he got 156 in 07 with the Yankees. But in terms of player, A plus, obviously, because that guy was just phenomenal. But I gotta give the Rangers an F. You know, I have to go all the way down because you just don't give away a player like Alex Rodriguez after he gives you almost 50 home runs every single season that he's there. You know, you basically got rid of him at his prime or rising into his prime. So I have to give the Rangers a big F on this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is just not for the Rangers. I mean, you guys really hit it all on the head. With the Rangers, you look at how the Rangers approached this. They gave him all this money. Obviously, you know, we're not taking a look at how much money was deferred to the Yankees, but just in general, from a player's standpoint, when you look at this, obviously the players signed a great contract. Like you guys all said, this has got to be an A-plus contract. There's no question about it. But you look at then the Rangers side of things. This is, I can agree with Nick. I give it a C because I just think, look, in the beginning, it was a good idea. They thought about it. It made sense. They got 3 great years out of A-Rod, but to sign him from free agency from the Mariners after he had done so well with the Mariners and then to just trade him away. I mean, at the beginning of this contract, this was by far, I mean, looking at how he had been performing before that, by far a great move. But just because of the fact that afterwards, looking at it afterwards, it just wasn't a smart move for them to make. And that's what we're looking at it as, is just from afterwards. So we all agree that great for the player, not great for the team. So then the next contract we're looking at here is the last contract A-Rod signed in his career, was the one with the Yankees from 2008 through 2017, a 10-year, $275 million contract. And now this contract was really summed up with one thing and one thing only, and that's the steroids. I mean, everyone talked about the steroids, and it really hurt the rest of his career. And honestly, looking at it from the start, he signed this contract. I mean, I'm sure you guys are all looking at the same thing as me, that once he hit that 2008 mark, he wasn't the same player. He signed that contract and really started going downhill from there. But I want to hear your guys' opinion on it before I give my scores.
I mean, what could have been if he didn't take the steroids and PEDs? That's probably the question of the morning right now. But I mean, there's not much we can do with these circumstances. I mean, the contract looks good. If he were to actually have been playing the rules, but I mean, we can't use that justification. So overall, for an overall grade for this contract, I'd have to give it probably a D, just because both of them wasted their time and money. He was bad after the PEDs, and he cheated, and then he got suspended. Ultimately, it just ruined his career and just ruined his identity with that contract, because he's not worth that money if he's taking PEDs at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a D as well. I just think that bad contract for the Yankees and bad contract for A-Rod. He didn't hit above 300 after 2008, and it was 302. Coming off of a season where he hit 314, went down to 302, then drastic hit of 286, and then never hit above 276. Wasn't the same player at all. And when you're taking PEDs that late in your career, you know that's just a horrible sign. So D all the way around. Not a good contract for A-Rod, because career kind of got tarnished because of those steroids. And for the Yankees, it's a D because they gave him that contract when you could tell he was reaching towards the end of his prime a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of going to be a little bit nicer with this one. I'm going to be with the C. The reason being is the fact that he went from 07 to 08. I think 07 was the best year of his career. Then you go 2008, a drastic drop. So I go all the way to a D in that aspect. But because what happened in 2009, because they won the World Series, that's why I kind of give him a little bit more respect, because they won it all, you know. besides that, the guy was not the same. We know that he just definitely was not the best player on the team. You know, all this problems with PEDs, problems he's facing them right now. He's risk of going to jail right now too. The guy post 2008 has not had a great career. He's had success in the stock market. He's with J-Lo, but he's had some bad patches ever since 2007. So I give this whole one like a C overall, you know, because at least they got a World Series in 09, and he was part of that team, you know. So that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I agree with Marco here. I'm also giving it a C, primarily because if you look at it, obviously the numbers aren't A-Rod numbers. They're not what you would expect. But, I mean, these are pretty respectable numbers for just a player in general. If you look at this and see just an average player getting these numbers, 35 homers, 30 over the next couple of years, I mean, he's still batted 270 pretty consistently, which in general is very good. But the main reason I gave it a C is because with 30 homers and batting 270, you're not worth $27 million a year. That's just not, like, you're more worth $20 million a year at that rate. So it's not what A-Rod should be, but just looking at in general, you've got to factor in that, yes, he played well, but he signed that contract as A-Rod with what he had done, and the money played into that, which is why if this was genuinely just looking at the stats and, you know, saying, well, the stats that he got were good and he's just an average player before that and he starts hitting this way, then maybe it would be like a B minus. But because it's A-Rod, I've just got to stick with that C because it is such a big fall off for him as a player.
You got to remember as well that during that time, like, even though it's not super long ago, 08, that was now it's 13 years ago. You know, like, in those 13 years, the market has changed a whole lot. You know, back then, that was like the max contract. You know, they thought that they were going to be like this all-star player till the end of his career, which he retired a Yankee, you know, but the fact that they paid him that much money, if you look at the contract terms of the market terms back in the day, I think A-Rod, with the way he was playing, was worth like around $15 million, I think, you know, because of just how different the market has changed, you know. Yeah. So I think around like 15 million or 12.5 was good enough for A-Rod for how he was playing. You know, but hey, like we said, like 270, 30 home runs. Some people say you're a Hall of Famer. You know, you go 3 for 10, you're a Hall of Famer. You know, stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to analyze those kinds of things because with the steroids really hurt him. And then the next player we've got on here, getting away from A-Rod, and as I said last week, we're going to probably have some players on this list that are currently playing. They're in the middle of these contracts right now because they signed such big deals, but they're really at the tail end, and we can kind of tell what the outcome is going to be. And I mean, we can really grade most of them. And the first player that really falls into that category is Albert Pujols, who is, which I didn't realize, entering the last year of his contract this year with the Angels, his last chance to really make a mark with them. So this is a big deal for Albert Pujols that he signed all the way back for the 2012 season, signing a 10-year, $240 million contract. And at the time, I mean, after 2011, once 2011 hit, 37 homers, 99 RBIs that year. Ever since then, Albert Pujols has not been the same player. He had one great year. He actually had 2 great years with the Angels where he hit 30 homers. And, you know, he had 140 homer season, but he's not the guy that he was. And that's something that I think you guys are probably going to hit on. So let's chat a bit about this Albert Pujols contract.
Yeah, I remember when he signed this and how big of a deal this was. That the Angels team with Trout, Pujols, and Hamilton, you know, that was supposed to be like some dream team that we were supposed to be a dynasty part of. But I mean, I can't fault the Angels for making this deal. Pujols was like the best hitter in baseball at the time, and this was supposed to bring them hopefully a playoff appearance. But I mean, Pujols hasn't even batted 300 since he's been in LA. I mean, I can't fault the Angels for this deal because if I were the Angels, I'd have made this exact same deal with the best hitter in baseball. But Pujols really hasn't lived up to this contract. I mean, if this was any other player, I think it'd be like a fair deal. But for the money, especially, and for the player he is, I think we all expected a lot much more. So I mean, I'm not probably gonna have to give this like a D plus.
That's fair.
For the Angels, I'm giving it a C plus because best hitter in baseball at the time. You make that deal. I wouldn't make that deal. The ability to get someone like that can bolster your lineup in the cleanup spot very easily. So I don't fault them. I actually give them a C plus for making that deal because I would have done the same thing. Probably not as long, knowing that going into that contract, he was 32. That's what hurts me on that contract. I probably would have done like a 5-6 year contract, not 10 years, because 32. That's not what you do when you're going into the opening day on the first year at 32 years old. Horrible idea. That's why it's a C plus for the player. D plus. Not been the same guy. You've really seen him up his strikeouts, go way down in batting average. Compared to his 11 years in St. Louis, he had a 328 average. In LA, he's batting 257. This isn't the same guy. Not at all. In St. Louis, 445 home runs, over 1,300 RBIs. Only 217 home runs and 771 RBIs. This isn't the same guy. And we all know that. And he was falling out of his peak. So I think that for the Angels, it's a C plus because it's a move that I think any of us would have made. But for way too long. And then for the production, it's a D plus.
This contract reminds me of like the one we just talked about A-Rod, the second contract he got with the Yankees. The only difference is that Albert Pujols didn't use any steroids. Because you're living off what he did in St. Louis. And I agree, we've all would have done that contract. I loved Albert Pujols, 32 years old. Yes, it's pretty late for a 10-year contract, but still, like, you gotta admire the aggressiveness that the Angels had at that time. But unfortunately, Josh Hamilton didn't pan out. They've been trying to find that super team, and every time they try to they think they found one, it always depletes some way or the other. So it's unfortunate for them, but I think I'll give this one a C plus. I'll get a C plus for Pujols. He only had one 40 home run, exactly 40 home run year with the Angels. And in the Cardinals, he was averaging 40 home runs plus every single season, and he was hitting over 300. You guys said it perfectly. So it definitely was not the same. The only thing about Albert Pujols now is that he's just trying to get a record. He's trying to shoot for the record of home runs. That's what he's trying to do. He's not there to win the championship now because he knows he's not the same age, same durability, same power. He's just trying to get as close as to the home run record as much as he can to climb up the ladder. So I'll give this one a C plus for the player. For the team, I'll give it a D plus. I'll give it a D plus.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that stands out to me, the biggest thing is that this was a $24 million a year contract. Now you compare that to the contracts that A-Rod signed. This was a smaller contract in terms of money than both of A-Rod's contracts by a significant margin too. And that's pretty interesting considering how he played in St. Louis, especially considering that he signed this deal after both of A-Rod's contracts when the money had started becoming a little bit more important. So I'm actually going to give this a B minus just because I feel like if you look at it, I feel like I feel like Albert Pujols didn't get the money he should have. I really believe he was worth a lot more than $24 million a year. So for what they paid him, he didn't live up to what he should have at all. But considering the amount of money that he got, this wasn't that bad. It obviously getting towards the tail end of his career, like you said, Ryan, you don't want to sign that big of a contract when you're 32 years old. It just is not a smart idea. But still, he did have, like you said, Marco, a 40-homer season. He's averaged about 25 homers a year with the Angels, which is not awful. But that batting average just isn't there. And, I mean, you guys all really hit the nails on the head that this is just a guy who's looking to chase the end of his career and just boost his numbers as much as he can. And, as long as he's in the league, we'll have to see. But also intriguing that he hasn't announced that this will be his last year in the big leagues, because I would be shocked if anyone signs this guy to a contract after this year. I mean, if they would, it would be like a $3 million deal to be a bench player, because that's really at this point all Albert Pujols would be worth.
It could be a 1-year deal to go back to St. Louis and end his career as a Cardinal.
It's a good idea.
Griffey do that when he was 39 years old to retire as a Mariner. So you could see him end up doing that.
I think that's a good idea. And I mean, that's the other thing is that you think about the other aspect of this. What if he stayed a Cardinal? I mean, there's a clear drop off from the 1 year to the next between being a Cardinal and no longer being a Cardinal. And I think that there might be a correlation there, that leaving the Cardinals might have been a big reason why he didn't perform as well.
The situation in St. Louis was perfect for him. And I think that him leaving the Cardinals hurt, but also that's on the Cardinals. They didn't give him a great offer. They should have offered him more. They should have done more to keep him there, and they didn't. If I were him, if I didn't get the contract that I wanted, I wouldn't have stayed. He was worth so much that some players have an ego and can't back it up. At that time, he had an ego, but he could back it up with how dominant he was.
Yeah, and that's why this contract is going to go down as a disappointing one for the Angels all around, but I'm just shocked that he didn't get them. I mean, because we're looking at I didn't know the terms of this contract. We're really looking at a lot of these for the first time with our eyes of today, and I highly doubt any of us have really looked at these contracts really seriously since we were kids and saw these contracts signed. So to look at it now, to see him really, I'm just surprised no one gave him the money at that point. So the next contract we've got here is another current player. The next couple of players are current players in the middle of these contracts. And Robinson Cano is the next player here, a current
F.
I agree. I have to agree with Ryan.
Cheater. F. Move on. F. He's a cheater. I don't want to hear your bias, Michael. Move on.
Yo, wait.
Yeah, come on. Nick's got to talk too.
I mean,
he didn't say F plus.
I wouldn't. I mean, I'll think about it. Because, like, in terms of a contract with the Mariners, I mean, Cano obviously, yes, cheated, blah, 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 blah. He still gave the Mariners 3 All-Star seasons.
And A-Rod cheated too. You got A-Rod cheated too.
But the fact about A-Rod, he cheated
when he
cheated twice and got caught twice.
Stop with your bias, Michael. This is bad.
He hasn't even talked yet.
Seriously, go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. I mean, you're giving this guy $24 million a year. I mean, he gave him
Albert Pujols. Sorry, Nick. I'm sorry, but come on.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty bad contract. I mean, it's not like he Cano put up terrible numbers after he left the Yankees. Like, he put up still solid numbers. He was like an MVP candidate like two years to the Mariners. I mean, yeah, I'd probably give it like a D minus, just because of the fact that this was for a 10-year deal, 2021, and now he's kicked out of the league for the second time, and he's not even on the same team anymore. So all in all, it didn't work out. But I mean, I don't blame the Mariners. He was an amazing player on the Yankees, but these players just mess up, man.
If this contract ended this year, and this is the last year of this contract, this would easily be like a B plus, A minus, because he played incredibly well in the years with the Mariners. He was an all-star, almost won an MVP. He was really good with the Mariners. Yes, Ryan, you can say that all you want. The facts don't lie,
bro. Come on.
Yeah, but so did A-Rod.
If he didn't cheat, we would never known, and we would have said that he would have been a great player in the Mariners.
I agree, but the fact that he got caught 2 times, I'm like, and bro, like, come on,
he was never caught with the Yankees. Like, we had no prior he was cheating.
But he got
maybe he started
with the Mariners. Like, during this, like, in those few years he's been with the Mariners, he got caught twice.
Maybe he was doing it in New York, and we just
he didn't get caught. But I think he would have gotten caught because he would have done it the same time as A-Rod did. You know, if they would have cleaned the whole entire house, they would have cleaned everyone. They would have checked everyone.
Maybe he got him from A-Rod. Who knows?
It could have been.
Cano made his career in New York. We all know.
I can see you.
But now
I was gonna say we can't see you.
You don't to see my face after you gave that a B plus, Michael.
I didn't give it a B plus. I wasn't finished. I said if the contract ended today, it would be a B plus. But there's still 3 more years on this contract, which is why it's a D minus. It's a terrible contract at this point because he's got so many years left and he's not the same player. I'm really hoping the Mets drop the contract so that they have more money, but it's unfortunate what's happened with Robinson Cano that
nobody wants a cheater.
Hey, Michael, you know how you said that after steroids, Alex Rodriguez was not the same?
Yeah.
So Cano is like the second Alex Rodriguez on steroids, bro.
The weirder thing is Cano has actually played about the same. He never really dropped off after we knew about the steroids, which is because he kept using them.
Look at 2019. That's 256.
Yeah, that's the one bad year of his career. He's been great every other year, but that's because he's been using steroids and never stopped. So, I mean, look,
he stopped 2019 because if he was hitting like that on steroids, then we have a lot of issues.
That's true. Very true. So, look, Robinson Cano contract, obviously not the greatest. And unfortunately, as a Mets fan, I have to now sit with it for the next 3 years. Hopefully, Steve Cohen does something about it. So, the next one hits you pretty close to home.
You got to pray he trades him away, bro, or releases him at some point.
No one's going to take on that contract. The Mets are going to just have
let him go then. Let him go.
Nobody wants a cheater.
Yeah, just let him go, bro. Designate him for assignment or something, bro. Like he's not gonna you're gonna lose him for next season. You know, like it's dumb.
Yeah, it's it's just not a great situation.
And besides, if you're Steve Cohen, you got the money to cut him anyways.
That's a fact. Very true.
You know.
So the next player on here, like I was saying, Marco does hit home to you because he's currently now on the Dodgers, even though he still hasn't played a game with the Dodgers because he didn't play in 2020. Is David Price. He signed a 7-year, $217 million contract with the Boston Red Sox at the end of the 2015 season. He's been all over the place throughout his career, but this is really after he found himself getting traded a lot. So he wanted to settle down, found a home in Boston. And honestly, it came his first year in Boston was a fairly good one. I mean, he had a very good, really track record in that first year, but he kind of just hasn't been David Price. David Price, a guy who's really his best year came in 2012 when he had a 2.56 ERA. I mean, he won the Cy Young Award. He's always been a good pitcher, but he got his money. He did. He got his money. He got really everything he was looking for. But the question is, what do we think of this contract now? He's got 2 more years left in it. Didn't play in 2019. He forfeited the money of the contract, but let's hear what you guys have to say.
Damn, these contracts. Damn. I mean, yeah, this isn't looking good for any of the players because, like, it seems like when they sign these contracts, their powers just disappear. I mean, again, like, if you're the Boston Red Sox, like, I'm not mad they made this deal because, like before he was in Boston, he was with us and he was with the Tigers and he was pitching good baseball. He was pitching amazing baseball in Tampa. Even Toronto, he wasn't terrible. Like, but I mean, Price hasn't been the same thing. He didn't even play last season. Like, I hope he does good for the Dodgers because that'd be kind of cool to see him rejuvenate his career. But like his ERA just hasn't been very good since. This is really tough, man, because David Price is a very, very, very good baseball player, and this contract doesn't do him justice, really. But I'd probably have to give him like a solid, probably a D.
Performance, easily, I'd give it a near F. D minus at best. Because in the 4 years since he signed that contract, he has a career worst 3.84 ERA. He has not been the same pitcher whatsoever. He's given up over 550 hits in 4 years. That's not David Price. He gave up 156 homers. And his strikeout numbers went way down. I don't think that this was a good contract at all. If I'm Boston, I gotta give them very little credit because I think they signed him for way too long. I don't know why organizations want to sign someone for 10 years. Sorry, 7 years. 7 years when he's 29.
There's usually an opt-out year, though.
I know he had an opt-out year, but at the same time, I'm not giving him 7 years. I'll give him 4 or 5 years. But he is not David Price anymore. I don't blame them for getting him at all, so I'll give them a C. Contract was horrible, but also I think it's horrible how he's performed, so I gotta give that a D minus.
Ever since his 2012 season when he won his Cy Young, he's had 3 seasons with an ERA under 3. The rest of them over 3. So that's not good. You know, David Price, we've known that he's been a somewhat consistent kind of pitcher, you know, but the fact that I never consider him as an ace pitcher besides him being with the Rays, that's when he had his I think it's weird because I think his prime was with the Rays. That's when I think. You know, because he had his Cy Young during his time there. He had the most ERA under 2 there. I mean, at 2 and a little bit above. But the fact that besides 2018, when he won that World Series against the Dodgers and he came in relief to close, like to be just a phenomenal pitcher against the Dodgers, he hasn't really done much. You know, he hasn't really done much since he signed that contract. You know, like Ryan said it best. You know, like ever since he signed it in 2016. He's had an ERA over 3, you know, nearly averaging almost 4. You know, he's at 3.99, then 3.3, then 3.5, and 4.2. You know, in 2020, who knows what would have happened? Who knows what happens in 2021? But if I'm the Dodgers, I'm kind of hesitant of what kind of David Price we're getting. You know, he's been a year.
That was the best trade ever because you got Mookie Betts.
Oh, definitely, obviously.
Contract to get someone like Mookie Betts.
No, definitely for us, it's amazing because for us to get Mookie Betts, they told us you need to take David Price too because we need to get rid of his contract. And I'm like, I'm okay with that because I'm getting Mookie Betts. You know, so but besides that, I think his performance so far, I give like a D minus, to be honest.
Yeah, I actually agree. I'm giving it a D minus primarily because, I mean, other than 2015, which I understand why the Red Sox gave him a longer contract because you look at 2015, they saw how he didn't really play well in 2014 with the Tigers. Yes, sorry, Nick, your 1 year he really just didn't pitch very well. But in general, 2014 wasn't terrible, and he hadn't really shown any signs of not being a great pitcher. And in 2015, he had the lowest ERA of his career. So if you're the Red Sox, you're saying, okay, well, maybe he's still a great player. But they signed him for $31 million a year. That is unbelievably high for a pitcher who really didn't. $31 million are Jacob deGrom numbers, not David Price.
Consistency.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, this is I wouldn't even want to give him $22 million because he's just not worth that much money. That's why I give it a D minus, and it's very close to being an F, just simply because of the money all around. And even when this contract was signed, not even knowing how he would have performed, I probably would have given it a C because just in general, looking at how he performed his whole career, $31 million isn't really the desired number for that. But David Price has been talking a lot, saying that he's really excited to come back. He's hoping that he can make something new with the Dodgers. He's got a couple of years left. Maybe he can start finding himself a good end to his career because we all know that this will probably be the end. Unless he has 2 great years with the Dodgers, then he might sign another maybe 2-year contract. But it just feels at this point like David Price's career is coming to an end, and it's primarily just because he hasn't lived up to what he needed to with the Dodgers. And now the Red Sox, sorry. And then the last contract here that we have of the day is going to come from Prince Fielder. I know I have Clayton Kershaw there, but Prince Fielder is the one who's in the thumbnail, so I feel like we kind of have to talk about him, or else it wouldn't really be
Clayton Kershaw dirty.
We can do Clayton Kershaw after. I want to make sure that we do talk about Prince Fielder though. So we'll do Clayton Kershaw after Prince Fielder, but just don't want to forget him. So this contract with Prince Fielder here of a 9-year, $214 million contract from 2012 through 2020. First of all, It was cut short, as we know, because of injuries, and Prince Fielder was never really the same player again once he signed this contract with the Tigers. Obviously, we are sorry, Nick. We know that this is painful for you, but he didn't play after 2016, and he only played 2 years with the Tigers before they traded him to the Rangers, and they took on that monster of a contract. So, Nick, it's fitting for you to start this one off first because you were the team that signed this deal.
I mean, the case with most teams and situations, I'm not mad we signed him. He was an absolute stud with the Brewers, like putting up 50 homer seasons, 140 RBI seasons. Like, I mean, and we had the team to compete for the World Series those couple of years, so like it was just fitting that he would be on those teams. I mean, if I'm the Tigers though, like as a fan, like we had him for 2 years. He's an All-Star for 2 years. He's an MVP candidate for 2 years. I'm not mad at all. He's still putting up good numbers for us. It's just really unfortunate that he had those neck injuries, and like the fact that we were ever able to dump him off to the Rangers was kind of a win for us, because that contract was as we see, that contract is pretty big. It's pretty big, but I mean, if injuries weren't here, we'd look at this a lot different. But you can't do that. So, and he wasn't really the same player after he left Milwaukee at this point. So I had to give this like a C-. I'm gonna
give it a C- as well, mainly because he was solid for those 2 years with Detroit. He was. At the same time, I wouldn't have ever given him that money in the first place because there's just a lot of health factors that I would have been wary about. But the reason I'm giving them a C- instead of a D is because they were smart and got rid of him and traded that contract. That was brilliant. And I give the Tigers credit. I never give the Tigers credit for anything. And I give them credit for that because that was a great move. But signing that contract, I wouldn't have ever done. Do I blame them for bringing in Prince Fielder? Heck no. I wouldn't have given him 10 years like that. No. Just something that I wouldn't have personally done. Sorry, 9 years. I personally wouldn't have done that at all. But I think that if you're looking at it, the best part about that contract was the Tigers getting rid of him. So for them, I'll give the Tigers – I'll give them a C-. C- all around.
Yeah, if you're the Tigers and you see Prince Fielder, one of the best first basemen during that time when he was with the Brewers, you obviously have to jump on that deal, and they did the right thing, I wouldn't say he did bad with the Tigers, definitely you want the 50 home runs he had in 2007, but 2012 and 2013, 55 and compared to just 1 year with 50 home runs, it's not the Prince Fielder you're expecting, so I see how they trade him away to the Rangers, but unfortunately when it was with the Rangers, that's when we saw all this depleting of his career, and it's unfortunate, because I really enjoy the guy. My favorite memory of him is when he had the inside the park home run, just running around the bases. I think it was amazing. It was hilarious. I felt happy for the guy, but the fact that you just knew that he loved the baseball, like you just knew he loved it, and unfortunately the injuries got the best out of him. He had to retire because of a neck injury, and that's really unfortunate, because he was a stud. He was on his way to be a Hall of Famer, one of the best first basemen of all time, in my opinion, if he would have kept playing, but it's unfortunate. So I give this deal, like what Ryan said, I'll give it a C- or a C. I'm between those two.
Now the thing for me is, look, Prince Fielder was Mr. Durability the first 9 years of his career. He missed 13 games total in the first 8 seasons, full seasons of his major league career. That is phenomenal. He was incredibly durable for the body type that he had. He showed up and performed very well. The only thing is, I'm going with a D-, and it's very close to an F, primarily because he missed 4 years of the contract, which is just not great. Yes, the Tigers traded him away, but still, they signed this contract, and looking at it from now, this contract just was abysmal. it's unfortunate that the injuries hurt him. I loved watching Prince Fielder play. God, he had one of the most wacky swings. He would swing like this and end with his shoulder practically in his eyeball, but he couldn't stay healthy when he got to the Rangers because, I mean, he played every single game he possibly could with the Tigers, and then he's traded to the Rangers and he just gets hurt. It's really strange how things like that happen, but I mean, and for one case, Nick, things worked out for the Tigers, but I have to give us a D-. I would have given an F if you guys had a little bit lower ratings, but I went up to a D- just to not give him the F, but just not a good deal for Prince Fielder. So we will wrap up the contracts part of today's show with Clayton Kershaw's contract that was supposed to end this year. I believe he added. What was the deal with the contract? Because I don't know the specific.
A 3-year extension.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got a 3-year extension.
All right. So then we'll just look at what the contract would have been if it ended in 2020, because obviously we can't really focus on the next couple of years because that's not a part of it. Part of the actual contract that he signed initially. We're specifically looking at the 7-year contract that he signed for 2014 going forward of $215 million. Honestly, this is, Nick, you said it with the last one with David Price, that the moral of the story here is that signing long-term deals 9 times out of 10 doesn't work out. It very often turns out to be not a great contract. I also really focused on putting players in here that didn't really sign great contracts on purpose. But if we do another show for this, then we'll end up doing more just contracts in general. But looking at this contract with Clayton Kershaw here, I think it's pretty safe to say this is a smart move. But Nick, let's hear what you got to say about it.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Kershaw, one of the most dominant regular season pitchers of all time. One of the best we've had a witness to watch. Every time we watch him, we witness history, I feel like. And I mean, the contract was, okay. Before his contract, he was like on another planet in terms of where he was pitching. Like he was literally on rookie mode. After the contract, I mean, we saw a few seasons in terms of Kershaw, but like if this was any other pitcher, this would be like absolutely insane. But I mean, the goal of any player is to win a World Series. He eventually did that last year. He's still on the same contract, still putting up great numbers, still an amazing part of Marco's team and the Dodgers. He's still your number 1 or number 2 guy, however you want to look at it now. Either way, he's still contributing. He's still making a difference on your team. And yeah, I'd give this a solid A.
A+ all around. You make that deal 100% of the time if you're the Dodgers. Great job there. And I think what you have to look at over that contract, 5-time All-Star, Cy Young, and MVP in 2014, 98 wins over that span, 2.26 ERA, 0.905 WHIP, over 1,300 strikeouts, and then 14 complete games, with 8 of them being complete game shutouts. This is A+ all around, no doubt.
Yeah, Nick and Ryan said it best. I think it's an A+ all around because one of the best pitchers of all time. I think it's a smart move that you extended him. Because, like me personally, I don't see Clayton Kershaw wearing another uniform for the rest of his career. Like I don't see him maybe with the Royals because same color and same font. Besides that, no, because
I'd love it. Just kidding. I'd love it.
He's one of the best of all time, Like, I think the only thing that taints his contract was the fact that he just didn't perform in the postseason, and that changed in 2020. And the fact that he had some back-to-back injuries that really affected his pitching. But he's only had one season of an ERA over 3. And that was in 2018, I believe. Was it not 2019? That's what it was. Because besides that, 2014, 1.77. 2016, my gosh, 1.69. The guy he's consistent. And it's funny because, like, me, when I see him pitch sometimes, I'm like, he's off tonight. But he only gives up, like, 2 runs or something. Because he's missing his location, his breaking ball is not breaking the way it's used to. So we think he's off, but in reality, if in other people's perspective, I'm like, dang, he's on it. But us, we would say like he's off because we're used to that dominance every single outing. So I would give it overall A+, especially now with that World Series he finally got in 2020.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way this can't be an A. I'm giving it an A. Not giving it an A+. It's right there. The only reason I'm not is just because he did start to tail off a little bit. He rebounded this year, obviously, but and obviously the postseason performance as well. You get a guy so that you can win that World Series, but you can't not give him an A. This is an unbelievable contract signed by the Dodgers, worth every penny of that $31 million that they gave him. I mean, for his first year after signing that contract, to have the MVP come to him is just unbelievable, almost unheard of. It's very worthy of that A. And the only A we've given here today, and really the only great contract that we talked about today. So Clayton Kershaw, fitting to wrap that up with him. So if you guys want to see us do more of this, obviously let us know. We can do more of these contract shows in the future. I've got more players here that I wanted to talk about, but obviously it was just as long as we were going to go. So let us know. Leave a comment. Tell us if you enjoyed this kind of show, and then we'll maybe do another contract show down the line. And if not, we just won't. It depends on the response we get. But that's not the end of the show for today, because we still have Ryan's segment of Fill in the Blank. He's got his. I kind of wanted to change the name of it because it's not really Fill in the Blank. It's more of like, I was gonna call it like Blankerdy, because it's kind of like Ryan Blank Jeopardy, but I don't think that really rhymes. I wanted to just change the name somehow. If you guys think of a better name, let me know. We'll figure out a better name.
I think Blankerdy is hilarious.
We're gonna forget that Michael just said that, and let's get into it. We got 5 topics today, 5 questions. The 5 topics we got: current players, historical players, managers. Both current and historical are one topic. Ballparks, and then miscellaneous.
Okay, so roll through that again. I'm gonna write it down really quick so that I don't forget.
So,
okay,
who would like to go first?
I said say it again. Say the topics again. I'm gonna write them down.
I got it down, but I got you.
I want to write
it down. Players, historical players, managers, ballparks, miscellaneous.
Atta boy, Nick. Look at him. Oh, he spelled manager wrong.
Mangers. It's okay.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Ready?
Let's hear it.
Okay, everyone. Here's how we're going to decide. Everyone pick a number between 1 and 10.
Sorry, I looked at the chat, and Nick was like, "I'm not typing miscellaneous."
He just wrote misc. He was like, "I'm not."
Okay, everyone pick a number between 1 and 10, and that's how I'll decide it.
Okay, 7.
Okay.
3.
Marco got it right in the head. 7.
No, it was so close.
Marco,
give me
first.
Shoot. Give me ballparks.
Ballparks for what?
How much we going? 100, 200, 300?
3, 4, 5.
100, 500?
Yep.
100 and 500?
100 500.
Everyone stop talking. I can't hear Ryan.
100 through 500.
Okay, 100 through 500. Okay. Let's go 300.
300. Okay. How long has the ivy been on the walls of Wrigley Field?
1834.
On Wrigley Field.
1923.
Your first guess was better.
1930.
Your first guess was still better.
1937.
That is correct.
Yes! Let's go!
Are you serious? You're just gonna shout out random numbers?
Hey, you had the chance. You just didn't.
Okay, Michael, you're up next.
Also, I'm the defending champ here in this competition, so I need to keep my title. So now that 300 is off the board for ballparks, let's do 200 for ballparks.
Oh, okay, my friend. Which stadium seats the least amount of fans?
Wrigley Field. No. Yeah, Wrigley Field.
Nope. Remember, they added seats.
I know. I'm just.
Oh,
Oh,
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
Tropicana?
Yep, he's got it.
Dang it. I was going to say, would it be cheating if I looked at a list of baseball teams? Because I just wanted to. I can't think of all of them on the top of my head.
Okay, Marco. Which one do you want next?
Me again?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for current players 200.
Current players in the 200. In the 2010s decade, who was the first player to win the league MVP and Cy Young award in the
Verlander.
Kershaw.
Goes to
Well,
Marco.
Verlander's still dead.
Dang.
Marco, you're up again.
I'm putting just the 200 next to him. Okay, let's go. I want to see what miscellaneous is. Give me a miscellaneous for 100. Let's see what that is about.
Why did Babe Ruth wear number 3?
Dang. Why did Babe Ruth wear number 3?
I will give you all a hint.
Oh! Wait, is it because he usually batted third?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
is it
correct.
that? Yes!
Wow.
It's because it's originally jersey numbers were based on batting order, and that's where he hit was third.
Yes.
Marco, you're up again.
How many points was that for Marco?
100.
100. So I have
500.
500 right now. So let me see.
You've got 500.
Yeah, I got 500. Sorry. Hey, chill, Michael. I'm sorry. Give me managers for 200.
Managers for 200. 11 managers have reached 2,000 career wins. Who is the most recent to reach this mark, and who is the closest of all active managers? I'll give 200 to the person that can answer each. So if you answer both, you get 400 total points.
Terry Francona.
John Mattingly.
Okay, Michael, you got the one who's closest. So Francona. Who is the most recent?
Jim Leland.
Nope.
Wait, how many wins?
2,000.
2000.
House.
Most
Buck
recent.
Showalter.
Nope. He recently retired.
Oh.
Mike Scioscia.
Nope.
Well, did he come out of retirement?
Nope.
Is it
Not-
Tony?
Ron Gardenhire.
Tony?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not John.
No. Oh my God. No. I'm forgetting his name.
Oh, Bruce
And I don't
Bochy.
want to.
Bruce Bochy.
Yep, he's got it. Bruce Bochy.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the Royals manager. Okay.
Ned Yost?
Yeah.
No. Okay, so each of you get 200 on that one.
Let's go.
I got 700.
Each of us. Wait, Nick got 200.
No.
Marco
I was
gets
gonna
200.
say, I
Marco
was
gets
like-
200. Now, since the tiebreaker for you, which one to pick is going to be Marco because he's got more questions right. So Marco, you're up.
Okay, give me historic players for 200.
Who is the only pitcher in Major League Baseball history to record 200 wins and 150 saves?
Pedro Martinez.
Nope.
God.
Trevor Hoffman.
Nope.
No. Oh, what? He's a Joe Buck. John Smoltz.
Correct.
Oh. Joe Buck.
No, I was like, he calls me Joe Buck. I forgot his name for a second. I was like,
John Smoltz was converted to a reliever in 2001 following his recovery from Tommy John surgery, where he spent 4 years as a team closer.
that's 200, right? Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
that's 200.
Dang, Marco's taking lead. Nick has
Okay.
0 right now.
Marco, you're up again.
Give me how many left are ballparks?
For ballparks, we've got 100, 400, and 500.
Give me 400 for ballparks.
400. Which MLB park is the first to have a retractable roof and natural grass?
Robert Canner.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Toronto.
Nope.
Not Toronto?
No.
Where the Astros play?
Nope.
No.
Where do you
No.
play?
Safeco.
Nope.
It's not Marlins Park, is it?
Nope. No cheating, Michael.
You said artificial or retractable?
It's a retractable roof and natural grass.
Natural grass.
Natural
It's not
grass.
Chase Field, is it?
It is Chase Field.
I thought I
Oh.
said Chase Field first.
No.
No.
Either way, I got it right, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, Michael, you're up.
All right. Wow. All right. So we got a tie. I want to get ballparks for
Wait,
100.
Wait, Chase Field, you talking about the Giants one?
No.
That Chase Fields where the D-backs play.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking about Oracle Park. I'm sorry.
Gosh darn.
I'm sorry.
Okay. You want stadium? You want ballparks for 100?
Ballparks 100. Yeah.
Which stadium has the most foul territory in baseball?
Oakland, Alameda Coliseum.
Yep. Okay.
All right. We're gonna go big here. We're gonna go miscellaneous for 500.
Oh Lord, you're never gonna get it. Which San Francisco Giants player once hit a home run but did not score?
Oh God.
Home run, but did not score.
I mean, if you gave me this Mets, I would have given you an easy answer, but see, now that I have no idea.
Did this happen in the 2000s?
2008.
Benji Molina.
Oh my gosh. He got it.
Dang.
It is
Marco.
Benjamin Molina.
Marco wasn't here the first time you did your Jeopardy segment. The first time you did this, it was just we did 100, 300, 500. So now that we moved to the big one, this is his first time here for the big one.
Yeah,
here's
no,
one.
I know that because it was against the Dodgers.
Oh,
It
It
was
was.
against the Dodgers.
It
Yeah.
was. And you know why? It was a pinch runner that was put on base.
Yep.
Because they thought it was just a single. Okay, Marco, next one.
Oh, so that's 1,400 for me. How many more miscellaneous? I did 200 for miscellaneous.
We've
no,
got
you did
500.
100 for miscellaneous.
we've
One-
got
oh, yeah, I did
200
one.
to 400 for miscellaneous.
Let's do 300.
300 in miscellaneous?
Yeah.
The Chicago Cubs franchise retired their first jersey number in 1982. Who was it?
Ernie Banks.
Yep.
Let's
Next
go.
on the board.
Atta boy, Nick.
How much was that?
300.
300.
Let's go.
I'm
Okay,
writing
Nick, you're up.
everything down here. Wait here. Let's there you go. This is everything that's been taken.
Oh, okay.
Okay, next.
I'll do current players for 300.
Current players for 300. Kyle Schwarmer has the most career home runs from the 2014 MLB draft class with 121. Who is second?
2014 draft class.
Michael Conforto?
It is Conforto.
Yes, let's go.
I'll offer a bonus 200 points to who can name the amount.
He just hit.
How many did Schwarber hit?
121.
I'll go
He's got
150.
118.
He's got
118.
106.
118.
He's got it. Marco's got it. 118.
Dang. I remember he hit 100 against the.
Oh,
he hit 100
that's
against
your
the
boy,
Royals.
dog. That's your boy.
He
200
hit number
points to
one.
Marco.
Hey,
one-
I get I get 300 for getting
Yes, you
the
do. Yes, you do.
total. So
Okay, Marco.
So-
Okay, Michael, you go ahead.
let's finish out ballparks with 500.
For ballparks, let me make sure we have done all of them besides 500. There was one thing transferred from the old Chicago White Sox Comiskey Park to the U.S. Cellular Field. What was it?
Home plate.
Used to transfer it?
Yep.
Home plate.
Nope.
Was it the little spiral things?
Nope.
Dang. Scoreboard.
Nope.
I was going to say that's an old scoreboard that they use. Also, we do have to cut the show off here for Blaze. Wasn't paying attention.
After this
So
question.
all right. Well, it's going to cut us off on Blaze anyway because there's another show after us, so we have to cut it off. But if you are listening here on Blaze, make sure you go watch YouTube to hear the answer to this question and the rest of the questions that Ryan's got. So we will see you guys all next time on Blaze. Thank you all for listening, and a very good rest of your week. If you're still here on YouTube, we're continuing the question. I don't know. I really have
There
no
was
idea.
one thing transferred from old Comiskey Park to U.S. Cellular Field. What was it?
The
Man.
Cubs, you said?
Nope.
No, White Sox.
Oh, White Sox.
Was there like infield dirt or something?
It was the infield dirt.
Let's go, Nick.
I was thinking
Attaboy.
about the Cubs. I was like, the Cubs. I was like,
It was the
wrong one.
infielder. That is
That's
a great.
500 for Nick.
Okay,
Nice. Here, wait,
Nick, you're up.
All right, let's do. Let's do. Can we do current for like 400?
Current for 400. Yep. Which team has had an Olympic speed skater in their organization?
The Yankees.
Nope.
Oh my
Well,
god.
it says this is current players. An Olympic speed skater?
Wait. Okay, so was it Miami?
Dodgers.
No, Miami.
It is Miami.
Do I have to say his name?
No.
Bonus 300 points if you can name him.
His name is the last name Alvarez.
Yes, sir.
Eduardo Cortez Alvarez. There you go.
Eddie Alvarez. That's correct.
No way. Oh my God,
Marco just
Marco.
got 700 points.
Marco's schooling all of us with his baseball knowledge right now. Oh my
2300.
goodness.
Marco
Dang.
is killing you.
That was in 24. He went to the Olympics in 2014 in the winter. I remember that. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect because of the fact that it's not baseball season, so he has every right to go.
Yep.
Dang. That's crazy.
Marco,
All right.
next one.
How much do we have? Let me see. Let's go. Dang. Didn't we? No, we finished the ballparks. Give me managers for 300.
Managers for 300. How many managers have won 1,000 games with one team? I just need a number.
6.
Nope.
4.
Nope. Y'all are low.
Really?
One team.
10.
That's correct.
Let's go.
Wow. I was starting to think of players, but I mean people, but just
I think I gotta go 800 now.
Well, yeah, that was 300.
No. Nikosh, you got 1,100.
Oh yeah, Nick, you got 500. No, didn't Nick get 400 before? No,
You got
Nick got 500 before.
You got 500.
Yeah, you're at 1100.
Oh, yo. Okay.
At a
Oh,
boy, Nick.
trailing Marco heavily.
Heavily, yeah. Okay.
Next up, Nick.
What do we still have left for? Actually, no. I'll do managers for 400.
Okay, managers for 400. Tommy Lasorda managed the Dodgers for 21 straight seasons, from 76 to 96. Among the longest tenured managers in MLB history, where does he rank on that list?
Specific category.
Just longest tenured. Who is
With one
where does he
team?
rank? What?
With one team.
Yep. Longest tenured. How? Yep. With one team. This is going to be interesting to see if any of you can get it.
I don't really understand the question.
I
He
kind
was-
of get
he
it.
was- I understand the question. I'm trying to think of people.
Because I know
On the list of longest tenured managers, where is he on that list?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I know
I'm gonna go like 4.
He is tied for fourth. Nick's got it.
Wow.
Oh dang! Because I was like,
oh,
Now
I know-
I'm going to make it. I'm going to offer 2 bonus questions. I will
Who is the
give
number
a
one?
bonus 1,000 points if anyone can name the 3 managers ahead of him.
oh heck no.
okay, Bobby Cox is one of them.
Nope. But you get a bonus
Nope.
200 points because that is who he's tied with. He is actually tied for 4th. So Marco gets 200 points.
Okay, the 3 ahead of him.
Yep, it's a bonus 1,000. This is how Michael or Nick can get back in this.
Mike
Oh.
Sosha?
Nope.
No. Connie Mack.
Yep.
Was it John McGraw with the Giants?
Yep.
Oh, the other. Oh shoot! It's a former Dodger one too. The third one.
It is a. It
He
is.
was
a
he was
former
with
Dodger.
Brooklyn and he was with Dodgers. He was that manager that did the transition. So what's his name? Austin.
Walter
Yeah,
Austin.
Walter Austin.
Yep.
Let's go. So wait,
And
so
I only
is
know
that-
who Connie Mack is.
is
That
that
is a bonus
1,200?
1,200 points for Marco.
Oh my God. Marco's up to 35. I don't even think it's possible for us to come back at this point.
No, it is possible. There's a lot left. So Marco,
Wait, what do I have? Like, what, 1,300 now?
You've
no,
got,
you,
yeah.
you have 1,500.
Okay.
Wait. So
Nick,
when
next
I said
question.
Okay.
okay. When I said Bobby Cox that was after Nick answered, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one he was tied with. Okay, I'm just trying to remember.
You
Okay.
guys can see my phone, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with. I'll just go current players for 100.
Current players for 100. Who currently has the highest career strikeouts per 9 innings rate, minimum of 1,000 innings amongst current players?
Scherzer.
Oh,
It's not Scherzer.
Justin Verlander.
It's not Verlander either.
Minimum of 1,000 innings?
Yep.
Cole.
1,000.
It's not Cole.
Jacob
Did
DeGrom?
he just win the Cy Young?
It is not DeGrom, and he did not just win the Cy Young.
Okay,
He was in the running.
he was in the running.
I can give an obvious hint, but I'll wait. I'll give you guys 10 seconds before I give that hint.
Did he? Okay, wait. Okay, question.
Yep.
Be quiet, Google.
Clayton Kershaw.
No, it's
Not
not
Kershaw.
Clayton Kershaw. Did he play in the World Series last year?
No.
Okay, so it's not Glasnow.
I'll give you a hint. He was just traded.
Jarvish.
Yep.
Let's go.
No way. He has the highest, really.
11.1 K per 9.
All right, that's 100 for Nick.
Word.
Schwerd. All
Okay,
right, not much left on the board here.
Okay, Nick, you're up.
Okay, let's go current for 500, baby.
Current
wrap
for
it up.
500. What gift was Zach Greinke given after winning the AL Cy Young Award in 2009?
What gift?
A gift.
It is a weird gift.
Wasn't it like someone's hair?
No. That's just screwed up, dude.
You said weird. I was going with weird.
It's a really cool gift, but it's just weird.
Oh, you know this one because you won it with the Royals.
Yes, I do know it.
Okay.
And I've actually gotten to see it. It's pretty dope.
Really?
A gift.
Think out, guys. I'm telling you, think way outside the box.
Yeah, not gonna look at
Was it a belt?
No, not a belt.
No,
that.
not a
Was it some good
No.
But
barbecue?
it is a type of weapon.
the type
Oh.
of weapon.
Machete?
It
Close.
was a
A
knife.
sword. It was a
A
sword.
samurai sword.
Yep, samurai sword.
I said a
Dang
sword.
it.
Yeah, I need the specifics.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can have like a sword, and then there's a
It was
katana.
a samurai
I'll
sword.
go 2,100. Let's go.
Okay, Nick, you're up again.
How many do we have left?
Let's see the list.
Let me show you.
We've got managers and historical players for 500. We've got 400 in
Okay, I'll do historical for 300.
historical for 300. Got it. There is one player ever to hit an inside the park home run in an all-star game. Who is it?
Prince Fielder. No,
Nope.
he hit triple. Never mind. Sorry.
Ichiro?
It was Ichiro.
Ooh,
Let's go. I thought I remembered
I
that.
will offer a bonus 200 points if someone can name the year.
2011.
Who said? Wait, what did you say, Marco?
2007. I said 07.
It was 07.
Really?
So,
Do
I get that?
Yep, you get 200 points.
okay, so 37.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Michael, you're up.
Let's do historical players for 100.
Historical players for 100. How many players have 250 career home runs and 250 career steals?
How many?
How many? Just a number.
17.
No, way lower.
Okay.
8.
Nope.
4.
250 homers.
You just said 4.
Me.
No
Yep.
way, Nick. Oh my god.
I will be offering a bonus 1,000 points to who can name the 4.
Oh,
Hank Aaron.
Nope.
oh,
Barry Bonds.
Nope. Not
What?
Barry Bonds.
250 steals?
Ricky Henderson. No.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson's one.
Okay.
Sammy Sosa?
Nope.
One of them is Derek Jeter, right?
Oh,
Jeter's not on that list.
Oh yeah, he didn't hit 250 career homers. Jose Canseco? Jose Canseco? Definitely Jose Canseco. Come on.
Hold on. My computer just bugged out. What did you just say?
Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco? Are you sure about that, Michael?
Yes.
Are you
Stop because he followed you,
Because
bro.
he's not. He only had 200 career stolen bases.
No, he was so close. He did follow me on Twitter, yes.
Attaboy. Yeah, I can't name these other people.
I can't. Luke Brock, is that one of them? I know you had a. Are we going like just exactly 250 or a little bit or over?
No, it's at least 250.
Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins is actually not on that list, and that one shocked me when I did the
Because
research.
he didn't hit 250 homers.
Yep. I'll give you a hint. One of the guys we just talked about.
Prince Fielder. No, see.
I'll give you guys 30 seconds to see if you can do it.
Pujols.
A-Rod.
Name was
A-Rod.
It's A-Rod. Duh.
A-Rod.
So A-Rod, Ricky Henderson. We don't have anyone else on the list.
Okay, those bonus 1,000 points are going to go to Rye. You guys actually forgot Carlos Beltran.
No way!
And you should know that, Michael.
I didn't know he had that many steals.
And Alfonso Soriano.
That's a wild card right there.
That's a good one. That's a good player.
Nick, here you go. These are.
Wait, what do I have?
This is what's been taken, and you have 2,200.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Michael, how much you have?
I have 16.
I'll do miscellaneous for 400.
Miscellaneous for 400. Got it. Who was the first baseball player to appear on a Wheaties cereal box?
Yeah.
Babe Ruth.
Nope.
No.
Ted Williams.
Barry Bonds.
Wait, who'd you say, Nick?
Barry Bonds.
Nope.
A-Rod.
Nope. You're way ahead of it. Like way too far.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, are we going really, really old school?
Really old school.
Rogers Hornsby.
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
Ty Cobb.
Cy
No.
Young.
Jack Armstrong.
It is not.
It's not Jack Armstrong?
Nope.
What is it?
Give you a hint. Before 1950.
Sweet Lou Gehrig.
Yes, sir. Lou Gehrig.
No. Oh. Dang.
If someone can name the year, I'll give a bonus 100 points.
1941.
Nope.
Dang.
And
All right, we should only get one guest for a year.
Yep. Each of you get one guess. Marco. Nick, you each have your guess.
Oh, was it because of the anniversary of the box? Because I know he had one in 1999 for the 75th anniversary.
I'm gonna go with like 1934.
Oh, yeah, that was the other one. Dang it!
Got it.
Oh,
500
shoot.
total points go to my friend Nick here.
How many is that?
That was 400, so you're up to 2,600.
Nope.
You're
Nope, 500.
kind of
500.
– oh, yeah, 500 because you got the bonus. He's at 27. You're kind of close to Marco. You can make a play because we still got 500 for managers, 500 for star players. So let me just show you.
Okay. Nick, you're up.
All right. Let's do historical for 400.
Historical for 400. Okay. Trevor Bauer and Shane Bieber became the third pair of former teammates to win the Cy Young Award in the same year. Who are the other two? Nick, I know you should get one.
Scherzer Verlander.
It's not Verlander.
Oh, Scherzer Porcello.
Porcello and who?
First Scherzer.
Yep. Okay, who can name
That
the
was-
other one?
Huh?
Who can name the other one? There's one more pair.
Oh.
Smoltz Maddox.
Nope.
Glavin Small Maddox. No, dumbass.
One of them is Maddox. One of them is Maddox.
Oh, Dennis Eckersley.
Maddox.
Yep, he's got Eckersley.
How much is that?
I'm going to split up. You each get 200.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that was how much?
Marco, you get to name the next one because you have more.
Wait, how
points.
much was that? How much was that question?
400, but each of them got one piece, so it's 200 each.
That's what I thought. Okay, here you go. This is what's
Marco, you're up next.
That's what's left? Oh, who
Nope.
that? Who that?
What's on his phone is the ones that have been taken.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
Let's
no.
to mute this group chat because they're being.
Okay, so we've got 500 for managers and historical players, and we've got
We got
200.
400.
We've got 200 for miscellaneous, 100 for managers.
Give me 500 for managers.
Who became the youngest manager of all time?
Why am I being an idiot right now? Oh my god.
Youngest manager of all time.
Luis Rojas.
No,
Really? I thought he was the youngest.
it's not Luis Rojas.
I don't know.
Ooh, this is this is real. Like this is when baseball barely started, right?
No,
No,
it's pretty recent.
pretty recent.
Yeah, I actually remember this. I
Rocco,
don't remember who it was.
Who said Rocco?
I did.
Oh yeah. It's Rocco
It was Rocco
Baldelli.
Baldelli.
There you go.
All right. Well, Marco just clinched a win.
Hold on. I'm willing to offer a bonus 300 points to who can name the age.
20.
He's not.
No, he's
Not 20.
31.
Nope.
37.
34.
You said 37.
37.
Marco's got it.
How
Marco's
much
got
was
the win, but we'll go through the rest just for the battle for second place.
Wait. So how much was that? The bonus?
800 total points.
So that is 47. Okay.
Okay, Marco,
Okay.
you're up next. We've got 3 more.
All right. I'll just say it. I won't answer them, so we can see who gets second place between Michael and Nick.
All right.
Which ones are left?
There's
We have
Here you
managers
go.
for 100. We've got miscellaneous for 200, and we've got historical players for 500.
Go historical players 500.
Okay.
Woo.
Fernando
You know what?
Tatis.
Scratch. Let's say on for the last one. It could
Okay.
be the clip show. Give me the one that was 100.
managers.
Which current MLB manager has the highest win percentage, minimum of 700 games?
Oh, I know this one.
Hey, Robert.
It is Dave Roberts.
No.
I'll offer a bonus 400 if you can get close to his win percentage.
652.
Not close enough.
Dang it.
A little too high.
Oh, ooh. Wow. What was it?
He's giving up his one guess. You have your guess, Nick.
Yeah, but what was his guess?
652. He was a little bit high.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
Wait, he said 602?
He said 652.
Oh, that's a little bit too high.
I'm gonna go with 620.
Oh,
That's
Dang.
super close. 614. 500.
Oh,
wait, what'd you say, Nick?
624.
That's close.
624.
500 total points to Nick.
I lost. It's over for me, but I
Wait,
still
you-
want to finish the
Hold
game.
on. I have an interesting new twist at the end that you guys will like. Okay, I'm just going to go with the last one. The last one that's not 500. It is miscellaneous for 200. We've got which team never had a winning record during the 2000s decade?
Mariners.
Nope.
Oh, they did. 2001.
Dang it.
Marco, you can answer.
I can answer.
Yep.
Wait, is it 2000 or you said 2000s, right?
2000
Yes.
decade.
The Cubs?
No, it wasn't the Cubs.
Not the Cubs.
Also, little side note: guess who turned 99 today, gentlemen? Betty White,
Wow.
national icon. But
Very nice.
let's get back to it. Who was the team?
Yo.
It's not San Diego, right?
It is not.
And it's not the Brewers because in 08 they got a winning record.
Is it the Orioles?
It is
No.
the Orioles.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay. Oh, all
They
right.
just never win.
Okay.
Never.
We have.
What am
make
I up
sure
to
have this
now?
down right. We have one question remaining. 500 historical. Fernando Tatis Jr. hit 2 home runs in Game 2 of the 2020 NL Wild Card Series, as did his teammate Will Myers. What pair was the last pair of teammates to hit multiple home runs in the same postseason game?
Pujols freeze.
Nope.
Yeah.
Go back a long time.
Oh God.
2 legends of the game.
I know this one. Can I answer it?
Yes, you can.
mhm.
Babe Ruth and Lou
Uh-huh.
Gehrig
Yes, sir.
in 1932.
How the heck do you know all this stuff?
My trivia's, bro. This trivia.
Well, gentlemen, we have a last little twist.
Look at this
Oh boy.
baseball trivia, bro.
We
You
have a
learn.
little twist for everyone.
Oh yeah, I remember I told you to do this.
It is a final Jeopardy.
Yes.
So let's see. Where's everyone's points at?
I'm at 1800.
3,500.
Wait, so I was at 4,700. So I don't know if that
You're at
500.
5,200.
You're at 5200. So technically Nick can beat you if you
Final
guys
Jeopardy.
wager. If you
Final
guys wager everything, you can cancel.
Final
each other out.
Jeopardy. Ricky Henderson holds the modern era record, which is post 1900, for steals in a season with 130 in 1982. Which player has had the fewest steals when leading his league?
Wait, this isn't how Final Jeopardy works. You have to bet your total before you hear the question.
Well, you're betting your total.
I'll bet it all.
hold on.
He's betting it all. This does not include 2020, so don't think about 2020.
I'm giving it a 0. Hold on. I'm betting $0. Wait,
Nope.
but this is so not fair.
You have to bet something. You have to bet something.
I bet 100. You know, you don't have to bet something.
I'm
That's
making
not
you
how-
bet something. You're betting something or you're disqualified.
Okay, I'm betting 100.
Nope, you have to bet at least 500. And if you don't, you're
So bogus.
you're suspended for the next virgin.
Fine, 500.
Okay? Marco, how much you betting?
Shoot.
Well, Nick bet it all, so if you bet nothing, then you're running the risk of losing.
He has to bet at least 500.
That's true. Yeah, you have to bet at
All right,
least 5.
so I'll do 500 then.
Dang it, I can't win. All right, well, let's rehear the question. Next time, give us the category, and then we'll make our bets first.
Ricky Henderson holds the modern era record, post 1900, of course, for steals in a season with 130 in 1982. Which player has had the fewest steals in a season when leading his league? So AL or NL. Do not think about it being 2020. It does not include 2020.
Does not include
actually-
2020.
All right, hold on. Why don't we all think of a number? We should all write something down, and then once the clock hits 125 on the live up there, we enter it. So we have ourselves a minute because we should think about it. No cheating, no looking it up. Starting
You
now.
said 1982, right?
It was 1982 when he set
Yeah.
the record, but you have to go back. You have to go back into pre-1960s to get the right answer. That's all.
Oh, pre-1960s.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking like recent.
I thought you said
Nope, it's not
recent. Yeah.
I'm writing an answer down for right now. I will see if it's right. Like I said, I'll do a 5, 4, 3.
Where do we put the answers?
Type it in the private chat.
Actually, don't type in private chat. You guys will tell me your answers at the same time because then somebody could just copy someone's answer.
Okay, that's fair.
Chat.
That's true.
You guys have 15 seconds. I'll count it down from 10, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Michael, who's your guy?
Tris Speaker.
You have lost 500 points. Marco,
Don DiMaggio.
he's got it. It is Dom DiMaggio. Nick, who was your answer?
Dom DiMaggio.
Oh, how much might you bet 500, right, Marco?
I bet 500.
So that puts Marco at 5,700.
I bet everything.
Nick has just won.
Wait,
It's
why?
3,500 because he bet everything.
But
Yeah, Nick won. Nick won.
but
Nick had
since-
58. Marco had 57. How do you know who Dom DiMaggio is? Who the heck is that?
wait. Let me say this again. What?
Hey, Marco shouldn't have gotten after before me.
Yeah,
I
it's supposed to be.
I should have
it's-
gone before him.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
it's
you said it.
backwards.
Because you said I got it, and who knows if Nick said like, oh, Don.
Yeah,
DiMaggio.
yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah,
Nick, was that your real answer?
yeah, it was, but like it just looks sus.
That's true. It does look sus. I was,
How about this? We'll cut Nick's points in half that he's
What?
won.
no,
No?
he got the right answer.
Fine. Nick, you've won.
That doesn't
Oh, come on, bro.
doesn't feel right. Nah, Marco,
Nick, only you know if you cheated or not. You can control. If you want to
this?
if you
How
want to
about
give
this?
Marco the win, Nick, you can give it to him.
I'll give him
That's
the
okay.
win. I'll give him the win. You got it.
Okay.
It didn't end right.
All right. Nick gives Marco the win. Marco, you're a winner. So we'll say Nick bet 2,700
Yeah.
for the sake of Marco winning. So
Yep.
how about that? That was fun. I enjoyed it. Honestly, Jeopardy takes like 40 minutes when we do it. It's really funny. But it's enjoyable. I enjoy it every time. We're gonna have Ryan's gonna drop it to 3 categories next time because it does take so long.
What?
You bastard.
It's fun though.
It is fun, but it's 40 minutes and we're taking up a
Michael,
lot of time.
How many did you get? Points?
How many did I get? I got 1,300 I finished with.
Yeah, Michael just wants it less so he has his chance, but he doesn't have a chance.
That's not true. I failed anyway.
How many points did I finish with?
You finished with now 5,600.
Oh dang!
So close. So close. Just not
So
quite.
how about this, Michael? Just learn your trivia.
It's not that. It's just it takes a long time, and I don't want to. We spend so much time doing it that I
if
love
everyone
spending the
enjoys
time on it. Yes, we. Okay, fine. We'll stick to 25.
You know
I
what?
don't
From now on,
care.
I'll set a timer, 30 seconds.
We should.
That's good. That's
we should
great.
have a show where Marco just reads off the trivia questions.
We should. That's
Yeah.
actually a great idea. Marco's trivia. I'm going to add that to the bullpen right now after the show ends. So thank you all for watching, but don't go away yet because I have to give you the teaser for Wednesday's show. So for this upcoming Wednesday, season 3, episode 11, we're going to be doing the best players in each division right now. So we're going to go divisionally in American League and National League and do the best hitter and pitcher in the division. It's going to be a pretty fun show. Going to be back to some current stuff instead of throwing back to old times. And we should, Marco, your segment is on Wednesday as well. So don't forget that. If you don't have the time to do it, then you can just set your Wednesday show up for your segment up for Sunday. So thank you all for tuning on in today. It was a fun show. We enjoyed it. We talked about some contracts today. And then on Wednesday, like I said, talking about some more current stuff. So make sure you're here. We want to see you all there. Thank you so much for watching.